I still remember the day when the Red Army of China brutally forced their way into Tibet and occupied my country. I remember the day when thousands of us had to leave everything behind and step into the oblivion. The day when some of us had our loved ones and their last breath fall apart before our very eyes. The brutal killings, violent crackdown, and violation of human rights are still ongoing to this very day. The situation inside Tibet is not getting any better. In fact, it's one of the worst it has ever been. Last year, Tibetans inside Tibet, young, old, men, women, everyone in unity took to the streets and rose against the oppression of the Chinese regime. Many were killed, thousands injured, detained, and many still unaccounted for. The past few weeks, we have been seeing a series of alternating protests. Tibetans inside Tibet and around the world skipped their New Year celebration with prayers and vigils for the Tibetan martyrs who sacrificed their lives. A monk self-immolated himself holding a portrait of the Dalai Lama. And recently, 2 nuns protested in front of the Public Security Bureau, calling for the freedom in Tibet. And this morning I read that a monk was held for a protest in Naba. And it is an honor today to have one such living symbol of defiance before us, Palden Gyatso. Palden Gyatso was born in 1933 and raised in a small village between Gyantse and Shigatse in the southern part of Tibet. At the age of 18, he became an ordained Buddhist monk at one of the Tibet's most famous monasteries, Drepung Monastery. In 1959, Palden Gyatso was jailed along with 1,000 others. The next 33 years, he endured severe torture, suffering, and was exposed to various forms of indoctrination. People like him are the light to the shadows, giving us hope. People like him are the fuel that keeps the flame of Rangsen alive. In solidarity, on this very day, I have a message to the world for my Tibetan brothers and sisters in Tibet that despite the 50 years, we are still united. One people, one nation, stronger and more determined than ever before. We may not be walking together on the streets of Lhasa today, but someday we will. I do believe. We may not be waving the flag of Tibet together today, but someday we will. I do believe. We may not be singing the national anthem together today, but someday we will. I do believe. We will overcome because we have the truth. And I want to correct Chairman Mao that true power comes not out of the barrel of gun, but truth ultimately. Now, without taking any longer, it is my honor to request Palden Gyatso to address the audience.
Tatirin ngaranzo ne janamabi shunge rola tenzu chen bongap chukoye diringanzo ne chansu dirine bare yita chachung ene ngapchunga gu jida sumbe teju ene asumju tudengi tune chepchiktu dirine chasunga bare